right at the start there. He's on pole position. Can he nail it down towards Millbank Avenue? We're going to find out in a minute.
Water cascades out the bottom of the fairings, and Davey Todd gets a really good start on the 74.56. Adam McLean is there as well, but Alastair Seeley slots in front of him. Second place for Seeley at the moment, but Davey Todd absolutely made that whole shot work. Now then, York Corner, that is always going to be the trickiest on this opening lap, Steve.
Oh yeah, very much down into there. You can see that flag out saying diminished grip, and there is diminished grip, and that's EMP Bain actually in the yellow going down there. Jeremy McWilliams not far behind him, but it was Davey Todd using the Dunlop tyres that got the flyer off the line. McWilliams down the inside.
Yeah, that's tight there as well. Bottom gear then as they squirt back up the hill. Got to watch out. Don't want to high side yourself over into the gardens here at all. Up towards Milrow roundabout. That's the next passing position. He doesn't even need it, did he? Straight through. Jeremy McWilliams is on one. He's hardly seen that bike. It's the Burrows Engineering Supersport machine, and he is riding it like a demon. But the conditions, I've got to say, suit someone with his experience.
Yeah, they did. And you just saw...
Got to be a little bit careful here because this track is a little slippy on the new tarmac.
Yeah, it was only resurfaced quite recently, and the guys are saying it's not quite got the grip that they did have. And there you see Seeley closing that gap down on the brakes over the top of the hill. A lovely part of the course, and then it is absolutely maximum speed. Seeley on the outside of Davey Todd, who is going to be the latest breaker into the chicane.
Side by side, Davey Todd, though, right where he wants to be. Now then, who's the bravest of the two, I wonder? Davey Todd, ex-motocrosser, knows his stuff. Maybe these conditions suit him a little bit, but then again, you wouldn't say they didn't suit Seeley. Into the chicane. Keeping off that white line. Look at the grass the other side. No track limits problems here or sensors that you have to worry about like in MotoGP. You go too wide, you're on the grass and off the bike. We're back on board with Jeremy McWilliams. McWilliams is homing in. Watch these two in front. Going to the inside, Seeley. That's a non. You shouldn't be able to do that there.
Look at that. It's like speedboats, really. You'd say there's not many puddles, but there's plenty of water out there still.
McWilliams was having a lot of trouble with handling, trying to get that bike to suit his style, and he doesn't have much time to do that at all. As through goes Davey Todd, again finding that slipstream and absolutely blasting past. So Seeley on the outside of Todd. Todd then manages to make the move. They certainly howl these 600s, don't they? So back in front, 74, Davey Todd for 34. Alastair Seeley looking back up the track. The third place boys are just dropping off it a little bit now. These two heading out. Fans all around this track absolutely soaked, but they're going to be relishing this first opening foray that we've got in Supersport here. Of course, we come back on Saturday. We'll have another one then. Well, look at the way Seeley's so confident with the front end of that motorbike, isn't he? He really, really does push.
Yep, Seeley on the Metzler tyres, and you've got Davey Todd with the Paget team on the Dunlop tyres, but seemingly they're getting a similar amount of grip. It's just very much about slipstream. It's a game of chess. It's trying to be at the right place at the right time, and it can often happen at the final chicane.
Might have a third player coming in to play that game of chess in a minute. This is too much, too tight.
No
so
way.
Davey Todd is round the outside. He got pushed wide there by Alastair Seeley. There's no way you're going to win that from outside. So Davey Todd, now then, that's put Davey Todd into the jaws.
Of McWilliams, yeah.
Oh, that's a mess for Adam. Well, he's really mucked that one up. So it's Davey Todd that's made a mess. Now it's Adam McLean that's made a mess.
Yeah, that's allowed Seeley just get away a few seconds.
The one thing about Jeremy McWilliams, he will be enjoying this race.
Well, he's like a Rottweiler, isn't he? He's not going to let go of anything, but I'm sure Seeley will be pleased with that situation. That one little move has given him this break. Can he keep that advantage? It depends on how close they are on the slipstream, but I think Davey Todd, even though that Honda's fast, he'll not get in the tow.
You've got to say that when Seeley's been let off the hook like this, he is so good at just keeping that race pace where he wants it to go. Through Church Corner then, up the hill now, under the railway bridge, up towards the coast road. This is my favourite part of the course, through the right-hander, and then you've got that big wheelie onto the coast. It is going to be Alastair Seeley. He's got the job done. Alastair Seeley is well on his way to his 25th motorcycle race win around the Northwest 200 course. He will be ecstatic at taking this win. Into the last chicane then. It will be Alastair Seeley that takes the win from Davey Todd. Checkered flag is out for him. Todd in second place.
I mean, flipping hell, you couldn't have threw any worse conditions out, is there? Cold, wet, freezing. I don't think I had the legs on Davey's Honda there. Flip, it was fast. Only really up towards University, he was stronger. Towards Portrush, we seemed to have a little bit, but I think the experience showed there, just the many years I've been here, many wins I've got.
Yeah, that last lap there was pretty hectic. It was always going to be one of those. It was going to go down to the last lap. It was a tight race between us three, and I thought we got to wait until that last lap and have a go. Thought it was possible to maybe have a go for the win there.
I'm just absolutely over the moon with that. Really enjoyed it. Last lap I couldn't see very much, but I think Davey probably had the better of me anyway. There was no getting there. Al was just on another level.